Okay, we're here with the It Boys. Excuse me, go ahead and sit that down. We're here with Brandon, B Wall, Bilal, Young George Clooney, and your boy S. Dot Creasy, S. Cook. This is the jump off, so we're just gonna see how this goes. I think we should just get right into it, discussing, life and just good times. First off, it's good to see you guys. These days with COVID and COVID going around for people that got COVID and are spread it in the streets. It's hard to see everybody. So let's just do a little daily check-in real quick. Bilal, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Just typical Sunday with the kid. That's basically it. Watching some sports and just relaxing.
Nice, man. Nice. B Wall, what about you, man? What's going on?
I'm weak. You started off and hit us with the COVID, not the COVID out here. It's crazy in these streets, man. These freaking broads out here. I mean, dudes too. They're out at these bars and clubs, and they're not vaccinated, or even they are, and they're still sick, and it's spreading. And so, I feel like this variant's definitely been more contagious, to say the least. I mean, it sounds like maybe it's not as potent, which is good, but just got to protect yourself. But yeah, I've been good. Life's good, January 2022, so hoping to start the new year off right,
Yeah, it's not like those memes where it's just like already, 3 weeks into the year and your life's in shambles, like when you're doing that. So no, I feel you, man. I'm happy and I'm blessed too. I'm glad everything is good on y'all's end. One thing that I just saw, in terms of recent events that we were just talking about was Grayson Allen, just with that hard foul on B-Wall's former homeboy, Alex Caruso. B-Wall, what do you think about that, man? I know that was your man at one time.
I feel bad for Caruso. I saw he was out for like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. And so that's rough. A lot of times with me and all my sports teams, if someone leaves my favorite team, they're kind of dead to me. Like, I don't care who they are, you know what I mean? But Caruso's one of those very likable guys. He did all like the dirty work for the Lakers. And so helped them get a ring, you know what I'm saying? And so appreciative of him. But Grayson Allen, I mean, shoot, I feel like he's always kind of had one of those reputations, ever since the Duke days of kind of being, that player, that has those types of scuffles and incidents and stuff. And so I've necessarily, like, personally not been his big of a fan, but at this point, I'm just hoping Caruso can make a quick and healthy recovery. But I know that Allen, he went to Duke, B, and I know Duke, that's your school, man. So how do you feel about that?
I actually don't watch NCAA sports anymore. I want that. But I didn't even know he got hurt. I like Alex Caruso too, so I feel bad that he's been hurt and he's out for that long. To your point, he does have a history of this stuff, so it's kind of hard to defend him in any way. Like, he's a good shooter. That's basically all I can say. Like, he's kind of all he has. But if it was a dirty shot, which I haven't seen, then no, it's not cool.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Yeah, it's definitely kind of a nasty shot.
Yeah.
Was he cheap? Like, what did he do?
I mean, he came and took him out when he was going for a layup. Like, it's definitely Grayson Allen-ish. You know what I mean?
Okay. So it wasn't like they broke up with the ball and he just like it wasn't a hard foul from a like legal perspective. Well, it's just going for it.
No, it wasn't respectable from what I could see. It was more like, there's ways to like foul not to give up the easy basket, but that was actually, I can't even say, because didn't Horton Tucker do that the same thing to somebody recently? That like
THT? Oh, I don't know.
He did it to the dude on the Magic, Jalen Suggs.
Oh, but that wasn't. I saw that play. That wasn't that bad. That was he got the.
Yeah, that was a hard foul. So Grayson Allen's was not like that. His was dirtier than that.
What's his name got a flagrant one tag? Did Grayson Allen get thrown out?
Yeah, he got suspended too.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I think it's fair that he got in trouble. But yeah, I didn't see it, but I'm not team Grayson Allen. He does kind of have a history of this stuff.
Oh man, so I got to tell you guys something. So this is kind of a good segue actually to tell Bilal kind of the beef that had gone down in my house earlier this evening. So I don't know if you can see that the fan just started, right? And it was off not too long ago. So the way that the house is set up, the all four houses were built by the same contractor, and the ceiling fans are all the same brand, and they didn't set it, so they're all on the same switch. And I'm gonna make this quick just because we're on a short time and I don't want to take up with this whole story. But to make a long story short, the other night, I it was like 6:45 in the morning and somebody's yelling out my window threatening to throw rocks, and it's my neighbor. And she thinks that I'm over here playing with the light, turning it on and off in her bedroom. And it's not even me. Like she's like banging on the wall like it woke us up. But to make a long story short, we had an interaction the other day because it happened again. Like the first night we didn't get a chance to go out there because it was early, but the second night it was just me here and Ashley was home. And I'm not going to ramble on too much because we're on limited time. I'll have to just sideline this because we're talking podcast. But the moral of the story is don't make assumptions and jump to conclusions because
Well, why did they jump to that?
dude, I don't. So, bro, and when I asked her, because dude, I did make her feel pretty small. And I'll tell you what I said to her. And I told Brandon, this is how I know I'm growing up. And you know me, Bilal. Like I used to be very reckless and hot headed, and like I would have like shot first and asked questions later. But that wasn't the situation here. So I was asking questions, and it was funny because I had just read something on Twitter about how to be more persuasive, and it was like listen, observe, and ask questions, and that's what I try to do. And I had to take a step back because I was real mad, like it was like fight or flight. Like she started banging on the wall. I was in my drawers, like ready to go to bed. I was like, yo, I know she is not on here banging on the damn wall, and then I'm just like, we get out to the front and it's like her, like the other roommate. And I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what are you doing? She's like, are you playing with the light? And I'm like, no, I was in bed. And I'm like, do you understand that all these lights are on the same switch? And she's like, no, what do you mean? And I was like, can I see your remote? And I show her because on the back there's like different buttons to like switch the frequencies. And I was like, we just found this out because after the other night we were looking at this and we found out that's how you change it. And I was like, so hold on, instead of like coming over and knocking on my door and asking me and having a conversation like an adult, your first reaction is to bang on the wall and then to run out in the back and start threatening to throw rocks up at my window. And when I said that, you could see her face kind of like hit like the doo-doo. But also I should say like her roommate was the one who was yelling. She didn't know she was doing that. And I just had to kind of hit her with the how old are you? But it goes back to like making assumptions because I saw what you kind of heard earlier when I jumped on the call with Brandon. So the one who was chirping, she wasn't even the one talking to me. She was chirping from inside. She didn't even have like the decency to come look me in the eye when she was like trying to do all this. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw her yesterday, me and Ashley were coming home. She was like walking inside and like when she saw us, she kind of like looked real quickly and looked down and like went inside. And it's like, you over here got so much stuff to say when you're over in the corner, but so that was the story. And anyway, but the moral of that story is don't make assumptions. And that was just a little neighborhood drama over here down in Richmond. I know B-Wall's neighborhood drama down over in ODU because he's on the hot corner. Do you have any neighborhood drama in Vienna, Bilal?
None. Oh, actually, no. There was this somebody So during Halloween, we put a bowl of candy out because we didn't like social distancing and all that stuff. And we were just at the house chilling. Someone stole our bowls. Like,
Those
and
damn
I wasn't
kids.
goddamn kids. I know. I felt like such an old man. I'm like, I'm gonna set up a ring camera. I'm gonna catch these guys next year, you know. But then I think like a week after that, somebody we live off kind of a busy road. Well, you've been there, and someone was driving up at night, and they like I think they were drunk. We assume they destroyed our mailbox,
They hit it?
and they hit it. They like ran it completely over, and then just drove off. And so I mean, we apparently we like told the police, but they're not going to do anything. No one has to make a model of the car or the license plate. But that's the drama that's happening here. I mean, we have to get a new mailbox and a new bowl. So
What if it was the same person who
I
took
know
the ball?
I'm getting targeted. This is potentially racial profiling. I don't know.
The young kids in Vienna, they're coming for you, B. But
They really are.
that's good though, man. If that's the drama that we're going through these days, the neighborhood drama, I mean, in the scheme of things, that ain't really that much. So
Yeah.
No, exactly. I don't feel like it was really funny at the moment because I'm like, Leo's gonna grow up, he's gonna meet this kid, and he's gonna find our bowl in their house, and then I'm gonna have to like try to figure out how to steal it back. I'm like, no, that kid stole my bowl.
Leo's gonna be thinking back, be like, see like the particular colors, be like, yo, why do I know that bowl from somewhere? And then it's gonna be like, it all comes back like
The mean
Right.
streets of Vienna, man.
Exactly. So keep your eye on your bowls, you know.
it's not like those mean streets of Pimment and Falls Church, you know what I'm saying, over there. When you were out on the streets cutting up.
Man, that's I mean, y'all know a lot of the kids I used to hang out with, the Patricio Lizarragas and Nate Rushes and Stephen Arevelos of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like the Pimment Hills crew, I feel like just had like a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? And so
Y'all were the ones stealing the bowls back then.
And it's funny, and like come full circle, y'all know I live in downtown San Diego, and I'm always showing videos just showing of like, even now where I live on a hot boy corner, like downtown, where there's always like sirens going on and like cop cars, the homeless, like it's reckless out there sometimes. But
It's really that bad?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so there's parts of me that's just like, dang, like maybe I'm like too in the thick of things, but parts of me like kind of likes just everything going on. Like it's like nightlife and like the crazy life, like literally right outside. And I kind of like that because it makes me feel like I'm doing something or I'm involved in something when I'm not. I'm just like looking out my window like an old man, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just crazy, man. It's like no matter where you live, there's always something going down. You know what I mean? And so,
Dude, I feel that.
That's really true.
yeah.
I was
Whether it's
Richmond
neighbors, what's up?
Yeah. No, I was like, that makes me think of Richmond because there's nice, like, I mean, Sean could talk to it a lot more, but I felt like near VCU, it was a little more sketch. And then if you go out towards like the University of Richmond, and it'd be like the Burrs and
Oh yeah, like the
$1 million
short
homes.
area. Yeah, that's like the Arlington.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
I'm
Norfolk is.
downtown, so I'm like kind of where the hot shit is.
Yeah. It's like a block, but you walk 4 blocks the wrong way and it can get.
Oh yeah, no, I mean there was the other street that I was living on before because we moved to a different house because it was hot over there.
Oh, I didn't realize you moved already.
Dude, we were in there for a month and it was just like we told the landlord because it was like real shit. There was a lot of stuff that he needed to fix there, and we were like being squeaky wheels. We were like, bro, like the AC doesn't even flow through all the house. Like, luckily now, dude, like, I don't know what it would be like in the winter because it's like, it's probably so cold in that house. I feel bad for whoever lives there because one, your heating bill is going to be crazy because there's no insulation. And two, it's like, there's no insulation. So you're just going to be constantly running that hose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude. It was a bunch of stuff wrong with that house. So like we ended up moving out within like a month. And the house we're in now, oh, that was just a regular timer. The house we're in now is definitely better, but yeah, I mean, that corner over there was hot.
Mm.
Okay.
It's
When
the
you
hot
move to
corners.
now, is it a better neighborhood?
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, it's way better. Like, it's luncheon, bro. Like I was on Venable and like it straight up says, you know, like there was a sign that says like this is a known drug area. And it's like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, where do I live at?
You
But
usually don't see those just like posted on, like they're flyers or something.
wait, say that again?
So you usually don't see like signs like that, like they're flyers or something, just like
Yeah,
posted.
it was like the opposite one where it's like, yo, this is a drug-free zone. It's like, yo,
Right.
no, this is a drug zone. Like, let y'all know
So who you come
that's
for
where you
drugs?
at.
Wow. Well, at least they give you a little heads up, you know what I'm saying? Like, beware your surroundings at all times, type of thing, But
Yeah, no, fact.
every big city, I feel like, has got something like that, whether it's DC, Richmond, San Diego, like, I feel like you have your big city and then the surrounding neighborhoods or suburbs around it that either, like, I think about LA a lot too, where you got Hollywood, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, but then like you go a little bit like east or something. It's like 4 blocks and like you're like in the hood. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Every big city's got it.
I mean, Skid Row is like right downtown.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just always gotta keep your head on the swivel, you know what I mean? And especially nowadays as times get crazier and crazier, man, you just don't know what people are thinking, what they're doing, what their motives are. And so shoot, protect your mailboxes at all costs,
Man. Well, yo, I feel like that's a good place to end while we do our trial and kind of just like start figuring out topics. So
Yeah.
let's do a quick sign off with the record, and then we could just wrap it up off the ease tip and after the recording. And hold on. So, Brandon, why don't you say a few words to close yourself out, man? What you got going on?
Yeah, man, you already know, man. I love y'all. It's good seeing y'all talking, regardless of when we actually get up episode 1 and get all these kinks out, you know what I'm saying? It's just good catching up with y'all. And this is going to be fun. I was telling Bilal yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, that this is just going to be, even if it's a cool little just video journal for us to look upon every week, every month, or in 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be really dope just to see us, something we can like show our kids one day, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was your dad and his boys just talking about life, you know what I'm saying? So appreciative of y'all's time. Hope y'all's families are good. And yeah, hopefully this is the first episode of many. And let's keep it going, man,
Bilal, why don't you give us a couple words, close us out, my man?
No, I echo what he's saying. I appreciate this. I think it's just a good excuse for us to chat and talk. Like, if something comes out of it, awesome. If not, I mean, I wish we had more opportunities to connect. And if this is the platform we do it in, then I'm good with that.
Factual. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little quick size real quick. But no, honestly, dude, this is real cool. Just to, like you said, even if it's just for us to catch up, one of the things, we've kind of talked about this before, but the value of good friendship, man, and just understanding that, we go back, and I've now been across the country and back, other places. You see, like, not all friendships run that deep. So it's good to catch up. First episode of It Boys. I'm gonna close out on some J before I stop recording.
I didn't even hear it.